Cinco de Mayo's coming, and you know what? You know you have to have some tacos. So I just wanted to do this, because this is a family tradition for my mother. She passed away, rest in peace. But this is some tacos that she used to make for me and my family, especially my kids. My daughter loved them. And yeah, so this is actually my mom's tacos, her favorite ones to make. She's never really done like chicken tacos or carne asada. These were her signature tacos to make in the household, and they're amazing. So let's do this. Before we get the tacos going and cook everything up, I'm going to get my salsa done. So this is so simple but delicious, and this is a salsa that my mom used to toss together for not only tacos but burritos, and just dip your chips in it, and it is really good. So don't knock it till you try it. You're going to need a 28-ounce can of whole tomatoes peeled, and 1 can of Ortega fire roasted diced chilies, the hot ones. If you could get this in off-brand, it works just as good. And salt and pepper. So I'm going to open these cans. We're going to stick it in the blender, add some salt and pepper, and you're good to go. So let's do it. Okay, I'm going to get these tomatoes in. Oh, make sure they don't splash everywhere. And I'm just going to take this whole can, juice and all, put that in there. Salt. Pepper. And let's blend this up. Taste test to make sure there's enough salt and pepper. And it's perfect every time. I'm going to keep this authentic to my mother's signature tacos in the household. So this is 73% regular ground beef. It's 47% fat. You're going to go with a fattier ground beef. I normally don't do this nowadays, but I'm keeping this authentic to how she used to make them, and this is what gives it the flavor. I most likely don't need this, but I'm going to give this a light spray with some olive oil spray. Let's start putting our seasoning on. So this right here is 1/2 teaspoon of granulated garlic. A little goes a long way. I couldn't find powdered onion, so I went ahead and got the chopped onion. It's just dried chopped onion, but you want to get powdered if you can, but this will do. So if you're going to do powdered, do probably maybe a teaspoon. So this is a teaspoon of chopped onion, some black pepper, some salt. And this is 1/4 teaspoon of steak and meat carne adobo seasoning. And this is what I'm using right here. I couldn't find the brand that we usually use because the store that my mother used to buy it from actually shut down. So this is the one that tastes probably the most similar to it. So yeah, so I put in 1/4 teaspoon of this because it does have some sodium in it, and a little goes a long way. While this is cooking, you want to continuously just break it up. For your ground beef tacos. And just kind of toss it and turn it. As you can see, a lot of fat has developed in the pan from the ground beef because it's a fattier ground beef, and that's exactly what you want. That's what's going to give it the taste. And you want to continuously just break it apart, toss it and turn it until it's fully cooked. And then we're going to strain just a bit of the fat out, but we are going to leave it to where it's moist and just, keep a little bit of that fat in there, but not too much. For these tacos, you're going to use yellow corn tortillas. For the taco shells, I'm going to be using some Parmesan cheese. My mother used to use Kraft, but this is a bit more budget friendly. I looked at the ingredients on the back. They're basically almost exactly similar to Kraft, but she used to use Kraft, but this is grated Parmesan cheese for the taco shells. And she did use canola oil or vegetable oil, whatever she had on hand, but I'm actually using olive oil spray because I'm going to modify it to be a bit healthier nowadays. And let's get these cooking. So I'm going to go ahead and toss one on. I'm going to flip my tortilla. You're going to cook your tortilla until it's semi-crispy. You don't want it too crispy, but just enough. You're going to take your tortilla off. Lightly sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on each side. And I've already done this side, so you're just going to fold your taco shell, set it aside, and start on the next one. Take these ones off. While those are cooking, I'm going to give these a light sprinkle of the Parmesan. And just set them kind of on top of each other so they keep warm. So I'm going to go ahead and get all these taco shells dusted with some Parmesan cheese. So we could toss these tacos together. Who's ready to assemble some delicious tacos? And do keep in mind, these are not as greasy and they're not as crispy as my mother used to make them because she used to use canola and or vegetable oil, whatever she had on hand, but I'm doing this a bit more healthy. So let's put our ground beef in the taco. And this is her original way of making them, just ground beef, some shredded iceberg lettuce, and some extra sharp cheese. And that is really important. It's extra sharp cheese. And then the salsa. That's how she assembled them, and that's the best thing ever. Let's put one more of these tacos together, and this is my mom's signature way to make them. And if you wanted to add anything else that you wanted, go for it. But this is how she actually made them. So we're going to put the ground beef on. We got our shredded lettuce. We have extra sharp cheddar cheese. And then that delicious salsa going right on top. And there you go. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful Cinco de Mayo. And these are my mother's tacos that I used to look forward to. Helping her make with just me and my kids and a few family members on Cinco de Mayo. And just having dinner with family. Try them out. You're going to love them. And I'll see you in my next video.